Welcome back. With a number of headlines in the news each day, it's become apparent that the metaverse is something we should not and cannot ignore. So here to tell us exactly what we need to know is Professor of Video Games, Virtual Production, and Esports Broadcasting, Dr. Kris Alexander has been kind enough to join us. Dr. Alexander, good day. Good to see you.
Great to see you, Sid. Thanks so much for having me.
All right, let's dive into it. How would you define the metaverse to someone who does not know what that is?
Okay, for someone who does not know what the metaverse is, you can break it up into three core areas. The metaverse can be described as an online space, a community place where people participate in, here's the kicker, shared objectives. I'll tell you one more time. It is an online space taking place in places like video games, a community place where people from all around the world come together to communicate and connect with shared objectives. You see a lot of people taking the forms of avatars online and becoming different versions of themselves to interact with things online. So that's the brief introduction. Do you have any questions thus far?
I have a lot. of questions. I'll just grin and bear it because I'm confused. Well done, Doctor, on that. But I guess with props like this, I'm down all the time. So we appreciate you. We appreciate you.
I'm always here for you.
No, that's great. It's great. Okay, so fascinating. How does one enter then the metaverse?
So as I mentioned, there are a lot of different spaces, and you can think about the metaverse as more of a concept. Like for years, we've seen people coming together in places like Fortnite, which now you're hearing that roughly around half the users are not just playing the game, but creating spaces for other people to participate in. We're seeing that in virtual spaces like Rec Room, which is a place where people can come together, play table tennis against each other, enjoy pizza parties. We're really seeing this with one of the originators of the space, Second Life, where they have their own currency and people can buy, share land, even film. But there are other spaces, community spaces, where things like filming are happening, like what's happening inside of Grand Theft Auto 5. I'll stop here because you probably have some more questions.
No, continue with the Grand Theft Auto thing. What do you mean by filming? Like people are, like there are people creating movies and whatnot?
I love that you just said that. Transitioning. So, there are actual people who are building films inside of Grand Theft Auto 5. They get together, they act, they read scripts, and they post actual movies.
Journey to the unknown.
I wish I could make this up, Sid.
So what we're seeing
inside of a video game.
So what you're showing us, that wasn't done by necessarily the producers of the game itself. You're saying people are going in, the creative people are going into the metaverse and doing this on their own.
That's correct. And they're like thousands of actors and actresses getting together, reading scripts, people yelling cut and splicing it afterwards. I know that is a version of a metaverse, but as I mentioned, there's creation as well. Go ahead.
When will the first Oscar be given out for metaverse performance is what I'm thinking.
I don't know about that.
We're nearly there, right?
Question. Sorry?
We're nearly there.
We're almost there. I'm interested in the metaverse for teaching and captivating and engaging instruction.
Yes, me too. Yes, of course. So now it's a good little base you've given us here. What does it look like 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now when people are more immersed in this other type of reality?
Well, you could look that far ahead, but you could also look at what's previously been happening. You know, for example, in places like Animal Crossing, where people are getting together to fish, talk, connect, and in some cases, buy spoiled turnips to make mayonnaise in partnership with Hellmann's.
So there's a lot going on in the metaverse, is what you're telling us. There's a ton.
I'm giving you obscure answers on purpose. That's what I'm doing for you, Sid. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's fine. I'm trying to absorb as much as I can. So finally, we got 30 seconds. Can people invest in the metaverse?
Yes, they can. There are different areas. People are creating NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and they are contributing. Snoop Dogg recently got involved as well. So that is another type. And that last point I was talking to you about, shared objectives, that's where you're seeing the forks of the different branches of the different versions of metaverse come together. So you can invest, but it depends on the actual space itself.
Wow, it seems like it's moving quickly. Whatever this is going to turn out to be, it's moving quickly. You can check out Dr. Kris on YouTube and LinkedIn. He's fantastic, as you can see. Let's talk again soon, sir. Have a good day. Thank you.
I'll always be here. Take good care, Sid. Thanks.
Awesome. I'm still getting over the bear thing, if I'm being honest. That was not expecting that. That woke me up.